Chances are that if you're watching this documentary, that you are aware of the manipulation of the public media, at least to some extent. Use this knowledge you have gained to further yourself, evolve, and become human. Don't believe what we say, but research it for yourselves and make up your own minds based on educated research. Our aim is not to inflict any beliefs onto you, but to encourage you not to just ask questions, but to ask the right questions. But the first thing you need to be able to start your research is an open mind. Free yourselves from all dogma, whether this be religious beliefs or commercial distractions. Get into it with a pure heart and a clear mind. Just because Christianity is a myth doesn't mean there isn't a creator, a life force that exists, that is the universe and everything in it. This life force, also known as Chi in this dimension, doesn't judge you if you don't go to church, and neither does it condemn you if you haven't worshipped it. All it expects from you is that you become the best that you can become. The Holy Trinity, mind, body and spirit. Look after your body and your mind and search your soul. Evil and deceit are part of existence, but we need not succumb to it. Instead, why not embrace it and control it at the same time? Traditional and true martial arts teach this concept, although very little remains in today's martial arts society. Needless to say, there are few but very good exceptions. Compassion, empathy, and love are the emotions that we as humans need to focus on to bring real change. Everything else is temporary, and it has been done before, history has shown us. If we can do this, then we have won, regardless of what the elites say or do. The ancient and even more modern pagans know this. This is why pagans have been persecuted since ancient times for their application of spiritual knowledge. This applies to all pagans and shamans across the globe, be this Australia, Africa, the Americas, Asia, or Europe. All have suffered heavily for the knowledge they possessed. Contrary to Orthodox belief, it was not the Orthodox Church that suffered the most persecution and massacre, but the pagans. Of course, we still have to conquer the dark side within us. By saying conquer, it is implied that one is aware of it, but is in control. The idea is not to let it manifest itself. This example will illustrate it. If we're being told that we should be scared, those who start to fear just through hearsay are the ones who manifest fear into their lives. If this happens to be a large number of people, it subsequently becomes our reality and society becomes fearful as a whole. The ones who told society to be afraid can now take advantage of their newfound control over mankind, since the majority has spoken. That is what is meant when we say that we gave them the power, and we can also take it away. Try to look at things from a fresh angle, your own angle. Things will become so much clearer. All of this applies to all human emotions. We manifest them into our lives, and they subsequently become part of our reality. Violence is not a feasible option unless you are being physically attacked or need to aid someone who is. Therefore, by rioting on the streets and generally acting like hooligans, you are contributing to the problem. The problem being martial law. It is understandable that many are pissed off with what is going on, but remember that this is a fight that can only be won through wit and cunningness, basically the same tactics they apply on us. In a country where terror reigns, the government is bullying innocent citizens, either through police or other authorities, it is important to stick together and have absolutely no conflict with each other. That is when our numbers will count. Remember that if everyone changes their attitude simultaneously, they will not be able to implement martial law or any police action simply because they don't have the manpower to beat such a resistance. Furthermore, if people just stick up their finger and get on with improving themselves, rather than looking for solutions externally, soon even the henchmen will realize that they too are being conned and manipulated. When there is no one left to rule, let them have their mansions and their caves. It will be all that they will have left. Darkness will not overcome light. Light always prevails, even if it takes a bit of time. Due to the precession of the equinoxes and the transition into the age of Aquarius, many people are starting to wake up. They are starting to ask questions and are less and less satisfied with the official stories presented to them. Our numbers are growing, and although not every human being will achieve insight and enlightenment in their lives, we only need a comparatively small number to achieve change. As long as we take the right approach and distance ourselves from our left side of the brain thinking, we have a very good chance of achieving not only powerful but permanent changes. Change comes only from within, as everything around us is merely a manifestation of our inner selves. Let us stop the endless conflict between each other and start expressing love and compassion to our surroundings. It is not our intention to insult any person who believes in their religion. We are merely concerned with offering true facts and serve as eye-openers to the horrific crimes we see inflicted on our fellow man and our beautiful planet every single day. Sometimes the truth is unpleasant. It isn't what we want to hear. We are being thrown out of our comfort zone straight into the twilight zone. We become confused, and it is only natural to react with denial. But the more we open our minds, we start to realize that with the quest for truth comes enormous liberation and a sense of tranquility. This is what the ancients tried to tell us, but we see them as primitive, not worthy of recognition. Isn't it time we put aside this prejudice and started taking notice of what has been conveyed to us? The key to change lies in each individual. Don't try to change the world around you. Change yourself and the world will follow suit. Step by step, day by day, we are coming closer to our goal, to finally be a true part of this beautiful universe that surrounds us, having gained not only understanding, but spiritual insight into this precious life we have been given.